Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode. And if you can't tell, I am kinda sick. I still am sick. That is the reason why I haven't been uploading this week. I missed 3 days of school this week, and it was only a 4-day week for us because we had Monday off this week. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. I've been extremely sick this week, and I still am not 100%. So if I go quiet, it's probably me just muting my mic or trying not to cough. So sorry about that in advance, but you know what? It's fine. We'll get back into this and get back into the franchise mode. So I want to talk really quickly because I'm sorry. Because I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this team. I mean, I said at the start of the series that I really wanted to build this team through the draft. And I mean, we really didn't. Like, our best players were not drafted players by us, or drafted in this universe, I guess technically you could say. Like, they haven't even been drafted in this series, like Pastrnak, Johansson, DeBrus, DeBrincat, Burakovsky, Shore, Lawton, and Brown. None of them have been drafted since I started this series. And then same thing, Barry, Doughty, Slavin, McDonough, Cole, and Willette. I mean, and Grubauer. I mean, if you look at it, the only players that are ours, I guess, is Luukkonen, who we drafted, Hischier, who we drafted, and Yoshimura. We don't have a single defenseman who we've drafted. We picked up Zadina, which is fine. Like, see, I wouldn't mind trading to get players that I want on the team, but it's me. Like I said at the start of the series, that I wanted to build this team through the draft, and clearly, I mean, we did make it to the Stanley Cup final. Maybe I shouldn't make any changes, but I kind of want to. And, I mean, you never know. Anything could happen. Like, there's always a possibility of, like, this could be a strong draft. I have no idea if it is. Speaking of, I should go check. I mean, it's definitely an option, and I definitely could trade away some of our players to get a player like that. All right. So a franchise player is projected to go in the draft this year. Damn, it's funny. I've been doing this week since I've been sick. I've just been keeping warm, so I've been playing some offline some offline franchise mode. And 2 years back to back, players went or franchise players went in one of my offline seasons, and this is the first franchise player I've ever seen in one of my series. So Curtis David, a 5'8", 166 sniper from Canada in the WHL. Will definitely have to scout the WHL forwards. That's good to know. We're definitely just going to need to scout Canada in general. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to trading players like Doughty and Barry and McDonough and Johansson and Pastrnak to get players that we could build out of the draft with this year. Because, I mean, not McDavid. I wanted to say McDavid. But David, I mean, he could obviously help out this team. Gibson, who knows? That could be our top line. We could have David, Gibson, and Hischier. I mean, we could always go with McNeely as well, another playmaker or another center, but we need a defenseman as well. Nickerson, Harold Nickerson, an offensive defenseman. Who knows what we could do? There's so much possibilities. And I mean, is there really the probability of us making it back to the Stanley Cup final is probably not very high. So, I mean, you never know, but I'd kind of like to look around, like teams that aren't too great that could be listed as rebuilders. Like, would it be worth trying to go after draft picks from them or even prospects from them? I mean, we could definitely go after prospects for them, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But like going after a first rounder from Colorado in this year's draft, or not Colorado, sorry, Carolina, in this year's draft, who knows? It could be a lottery pick, and we have, like I said, we have players that we could give up to do this, because we have Doughty, Johansson, and Pasternak, Barrie, and mainly McDonough. I mean, we'd probably sell Burakovsky as well, but like those five mainly, like Doughty, Johansson, Pasternak, Barrie, and McDonough, because McDonough is going to want to go to a contending team. Barrie going to want to go to a contending team. Pasternak still in that window. I mean, he could stay in this team, but I'm not happy with Pasternak. Pasternak really hasn't been doing great for us. The best we've gotten from him is 70 points. Like last year, only 51 points. That's not good enough. I wanted him to be more of an elite player, and it's just really just not that good. Johansson as well. I mean, Johansson had a good year last year, but still, it's just not that great, to be honest. I would really like to see more out of him. So, I don't know. That's why I feel like we should build from the draft. And man, Doughty, I don't know what it is about Doughty in this game. He's not the greatest player. I mean, he had one really good season a few years back, but other than that, I mean, he really hasn't been great. Another bad thing, or another cause that makes me think that I do want to do these trades or make trades like this is Johansson is on an expiring deal, and so is Pasternak. So, I mean, we more than likely could bring them back. Would we want to? I don't know. And then Doughty, he still has 3 years left. I mean, we're fine with that. We just signed Barrie, but I signed him to a 1-year deal, I believe. No, we didn't sign Barrie, did we? Did we trade for him? I don't remember what we did, because I didn't give him a 6.405 contract, because I can't actually do that. How do we get Barrie? I don't even remember, to be honest. And then let's see, McDonough is also on an expiring deal. Burakovsky is. We just signed him to that new contract, but like I said, I mean, I wouldn't really be opposed to maybe building through this next draft, especially since there's a franchise player. We most definitely could do that. Like I said, I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it. Look at all these low elite prospects we have. I think only 2 of them are ours. I think Korolev and Reese are ours, but I think every single other one just came from undrafted. Yeah, they just came from free agency, which I'm not that mad about. That's fine with me. I mean, it's technically still built from the draft, I guess. We drafted Liljegren. Would he get up any higher? Probably not. Probably not going to be anything. 22 years old, low elite. He was another undrafted player. But, I mean, we could package some of these low elite players to get draft picks back. And, I mean, most draft picks throughout these past seasons have been pretty solid. Ted Kennedy, a defensive defenseman we picked up in last year's draft. Then Kelly Stokes, we drafted last year as well. I mean, we also have Radek Hrbas. Who knows? Radislav Hrbas. Sorry. He could be a goalie for us in the future. We also still have Luukkonen. Bobkov, we just drafted as well. Grubauer, I'd probably trade him away. Sebastian Sturm. Sebastian Sturm has been looking solid. I have him in the NHL right now just because I do want to have Hrbas as the starter in the AHL, but if I don't want to put auto-rotate goalies off, so I have Sturm in the NHL because I don't want to scratch him in the AHL just because then he probably won't grow at all. I mean, there's still a chance. He's 22 years old. He could still grow. There's always a chance. So I really don't know what I want to do. We have a first-rounder this year. We have a second from Colorado. We have 2 fourths, one from Boston, one from us. We do not have our third. Then we have a 6th and a 7th in this year's draft. I believe that is it, right? Yes, it is. Okay, so like I said, I really wouldn't be opposed to making some trades like that because don't be surprised. Doughty could be gone at the end of this season if I want to get that franchise player. I have no idea. It says low franchise, and it may be a risk. I have no idea how low franchise potential would be. But, I mean, if it's anything like Nico Escalainen from the Vancouver series in NHL 17, he got up after his first season. Like, we drafted him first overall. He was a low elite. I was super, super upset about it. I was so mad. I think I'm going 6 weeks for WHL Force because I need to know if he's a good franchise player or not. But yeah, so in the Vancouver series, we were drafting Nico Escalainen. We got him first overall, low elite. I was super upset. He wasn't that great of an overall. I think he was around 72 or 74 overall. And then we drafted him. And then from that first season, or from that first offseason, he jumped to like a 78 overall. Before we even made it to, or once I guess we made it to the start of that next season, right after drafting him, he made it to like a 78 overall. And then that next season, or by the end of the season, he was like an 81 overall or something. And then we missed the playoffs that year. Then, and then in the off season, we then managed to Brendan Gallagher. No, thank you. Then we managed to grow him even more, and then he grew up to like an 87 or an 88, I believe. Heading into the start of the next season, and he became our captain and was our franchise player. I mean, who knows? He finished off at around a 93 overall, I believe, as Jake DeBrusk goes down to injury for a little while. I'm extremely sorry about my cough, guys. I mean, there's not too much I can do about it, but yeah, it's been kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a really bad cold this week, so hopefully it won't be too much of a bother in this episode. But like I said, I mean, I definitely wouldn't be opposed to really start building from the draft in here, because that's what I said I wanted to do. I mean, we have a few players I would probably keep, but I mean, Burakovsky probably going to go. DeBrincat, I mean, I definitely like to keep DeBrincat, but I mean, he could go too. He's on the last year of his deal. Markkanen, I think I would keep. Although, I don't know, he's not really great other than defensively. He's still on his entry-level deal. So, I mean, we definitely could keep him. But Johansson, Pasternak, McDonough, they will all be going, mainly because they are all on expiring contracts. So is DeBrusk. So DeBrusk will probably go as well then. We'll have to wait and see. I didn't mean to click the AHL. All right. Oh, my God, I'm really trying to not cough so much, as Connor Brown now goes down to injury. That is 2 forwards. That has gone down to injury. That means we're going to have to call one up. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I know. I need to call one player up. I'm sorry. Let's see. In the system, Riley Barber, I guess. I mean, he's not too happy. I mean, I guess we'll call Riley Barber up. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I mean, what can you do? He's listed as a depth forward. I might even keep him up here in the NHL. We'll see. Riley Barber will go in for Connor Brown, though. Wait, AHL now? I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he was scratched. Was he not? Person, he's not ours. Yeah. Right wing. No, don't have any right wings. Who's a scratch defenseman? Jakola. Tommy Jakola, it's not going to pan out. Kvasha, low elite, 20 years old. Celios, low elite, 20 years old. Cuff, low elite, 20 years old. Cali is not ours either. We're just going to go with Kvasha, whatever. All right. Oh, my God. I am sorry. Houston player Connor Brown has returned to the lineup. He will now begin the count against your roster and salary cap. Yeah, I know. Okay, chill. I was so confused. I was reading that because that was really long. I'm like, why is that such a big paragraph, I guess. Riley Barber did make it down, all right. Whatever. I mean, if he gets claimed, he gets claimed. That's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to cry about it, to be honest. That was Kapanen done on that fourth line. 1 goal in how many games? 2 games. Not too bad. Solid enough for him Kavash will be switched out. We'll give it back to Barber. I think he's a right wing. Yeah, okay. Give it back to Barber. There we go. All right, continuing the sim. We had a pretty decent start to the season. Started off 4-0, which is definitely not bad. Sure, how are you doing? 2 points in 11 games is not good. Lawton, how are you doing? 3 points in 11 games isn't good either. Brown, 1 assist in 10 games. You aren't doing good either. Captain? Nope, still only 1 point in 2 games, so I don't know if I want to take Captain out, to be honest. Shore's listed as a third liner, which makes me not want to take him out. Although that entire... basically that entire fourth line was a minus. So you know what? Let's take out... we'll take out Brown. We'll just try something new. So Yoshimura will be taken out for DeBrusque. Shore will be taken out for Yoshimura. All right, then Brown will be taken out for Shore. We'll just try a new fourth line, see if that helps out that fourth line, because Captain's the only positive player. We'll see how that goes. We'll try it. Oh my god, man. This cough and how sick I've been this past week has been unreal. I've literally been sick for a solid week now, and it's not been fun whatsoever, let me tell you. Whatever, Connor Brown. So I've been trying in the offline franchise modes that I've been doing, or all by myself. Whatever, I guess. The ones I've been trying alone as Philip Grubauer goes down to injury until I think it's a week away. So the start to Luukkonen, and we get our AHL pairing back together, that was an AHL combo that we had at one point. Luukkonen, will he ever grow? I have no idea, but he's doing really good as a backup this year. 6 games, 3 wins, 1 shutout. Now, I don't know how many of those are starts. I kind of wish I could know how many of those are starts. You know what? I'm going to assume he's only been in 3 starts, because 97 shots against and only and has 92 saves, 219 minutes. That's really not a lot. I'm assuming Grubauer's been pulled a few times. He's been doing good. That's the last year of his entry-level deal. And then Sebastian Stern may even get his NHL debut as well. There's no back-to-back here, and we should get... 6-0 loss. Well, Grubauer is back, and we are not doing good at all right now. This is exactly what I mean. Did Stern play? Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, stats still good for Luukkonen, but that wasn't a great showing from Luukkonen there either. I think he had our first loss, then we tried Sturm for the next 2 games. Actually, maybe not. I think we definitely had Sturm in that, though, for that 6-0 loss, since it says he has like a 5.29 GAA or whatever it was. Now 8-10-10. We were 7-10-10. We were on a 6-game losing streak too. So getting a win streak back on now, and we will DeBrusque, yeah. All right, and we got our record back up to even, which is nice. Never mind, back down. Under 500, okay. Not looking like it will be a good season so far. We'll see, though. We'll see how everything goes. Obviously, only time will tell. 11-11-0, yet to lose in extra time. All right, but let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, franchise player, we could definitely go after that, and Drew Doughty would more than likely be the player we use to make that trade, not only go through, but actually we may even need more than that, because it is a franchise level player. And not only did I say I wanted to build this team from the draft, I definitely did not, and I definitely have not as much as I would have liked to. So I'd say better late than never, because why not? Jake DeBrusque gets injured again until the end of December. If you want to stop getting injured, buddy, that would be very much appreciated. You know what? We're just going to put Brown in. Brown can technically be our extra player then, I guess. Yoshimura gets the second line time again. Kapanen is doing really good. 10 points in 25 games on the fourth line. That's definitely not bad. How much time on ice is he getting? Probably not that much. Average time on ice is only 11 and a half minutes. So, yeah, that's not too bad. How is the fourth line doing now? Lon's only a -2. Shore's only a -3. 10 points for Shore. And 11 points for Lon. How was the third line doing? 13 points with Zadina, 16 points with Markkanen, and 14 goals from Yoshimura. No, it's not his NHL first season, or it's not his first season, but honestly, projected to definitely pass his career highs this season. Almost already at his career highs in goals. He's on pace to get more goals than he had points in his rookie season. It's definitely not a bad sign. I mean, we drafted him 6th overall a few years ago. Hopefully he could get a jump. I mean, he's 20 years old. He's still got time to grow. That would be nice, though. You never know. Anything could happen. But, I mean, I can't stop thinking about getting those players in the draft. Like, we get the 2 right wingers, then we have Yoshimura, the 2 right wingers, and Hischier, and then we also get the offensive defenseman who would be a medium elite, and we have at least 1 defenseman that we could use. Actually, realistically, I mean, we'd have 3 defensemen we could use on this team that are ours. We'd have Liljegren, Valimaki, and that offensive defenseman. I think his name was Hendrickson, I believe. Now, I'm not saying I want our entire team to be made out of our draft picks, but I'm just saying, I'd kind of like to make it out of players from our or from the draft, because it's just not necessarily easier, but I feel like if you really want to create a winning formula, you're going to need to draft the players. Like if you look at Chicago, look what they did. They drafted Keith, they drafted Taves, they drafted Kane, obviously, they drafted Crawford, they drafted Seabrook, and look at what that led them to. 3 of those players won Conn Smythe, so, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Wait, did Crawford get 3 rings? I don't know. He wasn't the starter for their first. I think he might have been the backup, though. Honestly, do not remember. Can we stop getting injured, please, guys? What are you doing? It's literally only 1 week injuries. Like, come on, man. 24 minutes now. I should probably end this episode soon. Your stats really are not great, other than your skating category and your defensive and offensive awareness and your power and the power of your shot. I wish you were a much better defenseman than that, to be honest. You would have hoped to see him be better than 78 overall at 23. You figured at least like 81. Whatever. Alright, well, let's stop. Let's stop the sim. 22-14-2 isn't a bad record. Now, I do want to go update myself on the draft class to see if he is, or if the potential changed for the franchise player, because, I mean, I'd rather him not be low franchise, because who knows, what if he's bad? Okay, he's not even there anymore. Now, I don't remember his name. Oh, wait, yes, I do. David. He was a WHL player. Let's see. Let's go to the WHL. I believe, was he a center? No, he was a right wing. David, there he is. Oh my God, he's a high franchise right now. Jesus, man. We've got to get him this year. Look at his shot already. I mean, that's accurate. Since it's green, that means those are hacked. Those are hacked. I was looking at high and exact, not hack. High. I mean, there's a high probability of him having 88 wrist shot power, 86 wrist shot accuracy, 88 slap shot power, 86 slap shot accuracy. He has 84 aggressiveness at a base. I'd have no idea how good he would be, but Jesus. This draft looks like it could be interesting, that's for sure. Let's go back to all leagues, though, really quickly, and we'll sort it by players again. Top 5, so we have McNeely, Hansen, Hirema, I have no idea. Sparks, Greening, Orr, Klubertans, Gibson, Leach, Petinen, Card, Koivu, Mayurov, Hinote, Continent, DeSantis, David, and then that's the projected top 5, top 10 right now. So, high franchise. Imagine if he's a high franchise. Jesus. Oh man, I'm trading up to get this player. This is gonna be the year. I'm making trades this year. We're building from the draft this year. We have an exact elite, Harry Redden, in the first round. I mean, he could be medium elite. There's Nickerson. He's still projected to be in the top, or in the first round, but not projected top 10. Or there's 2 others projected top 10 right now, but obviously it's not accurate. Any good goalies out here? Bird, first round. May look out for him as well. I mean, it definitely wouldn't be bad to get a few first rounders this year. We'll have to wait and see teams that are at the bottom of the league, and then we'll see who wants to make some trades for some players. But that is going to be it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys all did enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of that proposal. I guess I set down for you guys because I want to get some players out of this year's draft. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.